Is it a risk or is it an opportunity? When was the last time you asked yourself that? Let's talk about the Entrepreneur Mindset series, okay? If you haven't signed up for the YouTube channel, make sure that you do so at Rafael Cortez CEO and follow me on all social media, Instagram, Rafael Cortez CEO, same thing. Let's break down the question of risk or opportunity. And I want to emphasize or opportunity. A lot of the times, or in my past, I've come across situations where I feel like I'm taking a risk, and sometimes I've delayed action. I've delayed that process or that thing that needs to get done because I'm still skeptical about it. I have a sensation of risk when in reality it's an opportunity. So here's what I mean by that. As we're going through the learning process and becoming better entrepreneurs, becoming more experienced, and really, putting ourselves outside of that comfort zone, things can get a little daunting. Okay, so the idea of reaching a little bit further than we can possibly handle, it's always there, and it's easy to get again skeptical, right? Fearful almost of taking some of those actions. But what I want to highlight today is the fact that opportunity can actually be disguised as risk. As you're going through that entrepreneur learning curve, things tend to be progressive, right? Meaning that you start growing little by little, and then you get hit with a situation that can really spin you off, emotionally. But on the other hand, it can also, just propel you to a whole different level. That can be a little scary sometimes. I'm going right now through a process of pivoting in my business, right? And when I first came across that situation or that thing, it felt like a risk. It really felt like a risk. And then what started happening? I started questioning myself. Am I capable enough of making this pivot? Do I have what it takes? What if I fail? What if it doesn't go anywhere and I just absolutely tank? All of these thoughts were anchored to a feeling of loss, right? Feeling of what if I lose what I currently have? And it's really tied to fear. It's simple as that. It's simple as that. It's being fearful about taking that next step. It's being fearful about, what about the possibilities that are coming? Am I going to be up for that challenge? Again, do I have what it takes to overcome it? Do I have what it takes to not lose what I've currently built? Again, but if I stay there, I'm going to be stagnant. That's the thing, right? Now, on the other side of that coin is opportunity. It's a pivot in the business, right? I am doing something different. I am doing something that's going to challenge me. But if I take a couple of steps back and look at this as an opportunity, look at it for what it really is, right? It is going to be a challenge, like I said, but it's still an opportunity. It's an opportunity to grow. It's an opportunity to create more. The energy behind this whole thing changes, right? Now I'm looking at it as an opportunity, which it's really what it really is. It's an opportunity. Now, my question to you is, how many times have you come across a situation where you have something that's risky, right? Potentially risky, and you are looking at it through that lens. How many times have you come across something like that and then just procrastinated on the actions, or really not given the attention necessary for it to flourish or to grow, when if you had taken that thing head on and looked at it as an opportunity, maybe things would have shifted. I know I have been there in the past, and that's one of the things that I want to highlight in this video. It's understanding that opportunity can be disguised as risk. And it doesn't mean that I want you to shoot at everything, all right? But or have indiscriminate risk. No, I mean, there's assessments, there's logic, there's common sense. You're not gonna throw all your life savings into something, right? If it's something that's gonna put you, at a survival risk, all right? So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about educated risk. I'm talking about purposeful and deliberate action when it comes to assuming risk. But now, if you shift that and if you pivot just change the word risk with opportunity. Replace it with opportunity. Do something like that. See it in your head and then see the word risk and take that, swipe it off and then plug in the word opportunity. Your context is going to change. The way that you look at any given situation is going to change, right? But because now it's an opportunity. How do you figure out if it's an opportunity and it's not just something risky and something crazy? You go back to your vision. Ask yourself, what kind of life do you want to live? And really get clear on that. Give that deep thought process and ask yourself, what kind of life do you want to live? When you figure out what that is, when you figure out what your route is, what your destination, the impact that you want to have, and you're intentional about it, the risks the quote unquote risks that you take in life or opportunities that you take in life are going to be easier to choose because you're going to know whether or not they line up with the life that you want to live. All right. So go back to your vision, go back to understanding what kind of life do you want to live. That's going to give you a basis. That's going to give you a basis and understanding of the type of risks or opportunities that you're going to say yes to, right? And then switch that context. Do not hold back on something because you deem it risky. Okay, the other side, or what's the old adage, right? The best things in life are on the other side of fear. That's very true. That's very true. And the reason for that is because you're releasing that mental anchor, right? That's holding you back, and you can truly experience. So go back to your vision, figure out what the life that you want to live looks like. That's going to give you a basis. Again, it's going to give you a basis for the type of risks or opportunities that you really want to, dive into. And then don't hold back. I mean, if it's something it's not going to put you in survival mode, it's calculated risks or opportunities. Ask yourself if they line up with your overall intentions, and then pull the trigger. All right. Opportunity is often disguised as risk. Right? If you treat it as risk, you're going to be operating from a mentality of loss and fear. But if you see it as opportunity, you switch the paradigm on its head, and now you're looking at things from a gain mentality and a success and wealth, type of mentality. So ask yourself the question when you're thinking about risk: where is that energy coming from? All right? And if it lines up with the life that you want to live, I mean, where's the risk? Stay focused. You got this.